नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 11 and Text 21. Dharmaha chatuspat manujan dharmas chatuspan manujan krute samanuvartate saha eva anyeshu adharmena sa evanyeshu adharmena vyeti padena vardhata dharmaschatuspan manujan krute samanuvartate sa evanyeshu adharmena vyeti padena vardhata. Dharma, religion, Chatupat, complete 4 dimensions. Manujan, mankind, Krute, in the Satya Yuga, Samanuvartate, properly maintained, Saha, that, Eva, certainly, Anyeshu, in other, Adharmena, by the influence of irreligion, Vyeti, decline, Padena, by one part, Vardhata, gradually increasing, proportionately. Translation, purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swamy Prabhupada. Translation, O Vidura, in the Satya millennium, mankind properly and completely maintained the principles of religion, but in other millenniums, religion gradually decreased by one part as religion was proportionately admitted. Please repeat, O Vidura, in the Satya millennium, mankind properly and completely maintained the principles of religion, but in other millenniums, religion gradually decreased by one part as religion was proportionately admitted. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In the Satya millennium, complete execution of religious principles prevailed. Gradually, the principles of religion decreased by one part in each of the subsequent millenniums. In other words, at present there is one part religion and 3 parts irreligion. Therefore, people in this age are not very happy. Dasanstha Bhaktivedanta Purport Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Sesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. After mentioning about the Yuga and Yuga Sandhyas, Maitreya Rishi quickly mentions about the Satya millennium, Krute Samanuvartate, and then again he goes back to describing the time calculations. So here, Dharmas Chatuspat Manujan, the Dharma, religion is standing on 4 dimensions. Religion cannot be based on some speculated methods, but it should have these 4 legs or 4 dimensions. Austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. Austerity means voluntarily accepting inconvenience in order to progress in self-realization. The basic understanding is that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul. So by taking bodily inconveniences, one learns to live on the platform of the spirit soul. Otherwise, a conditioned soul is attached to its body, very deeply attached. So much so that if there is a little convenience for the body, he thinks that is happy. The whole happiness or the whole progress is considered when the body is given more and more comforts. So this is the current situation. But austerity means voluntarily taking up inconveniences, uncomfortable situations in order to progress in the idea that I am not this body. For example, fasting. Janmashtami is coming up now. So fasting till midnight, the most toughest fasting. But some devotees, serious devotees, they all practice. Some of them having good health, blessed with good health, they don't even touch water. But at the same time, they do their services nicely. So, why these practices are given? Fasting and many uncomfortable practices are there to teach us that we are not this body. Radha Govinda. So that is the austerity. Nowadays, people, they do not know what is austerity. If there is no power for some 5 minutes, there are so many complaints. People cannot tolerate the inconvenience without AC and without many other things. We got used to all this. And by continuously traveling in AC, actually one falls sick. Now they are saying without exposure to sun continuously, you will fall sick. But if somebody takes the tapas of at least walking some time. Even if there is no AC, it's okay. Not only that he feels healthy, he will also, if all these austerities are done under the direction of a spiritual master, then he will advance in Krishna consciousness. So, bhoga makes one weak, and austerity makes one powerful. This is the principle. More one tries to give bhoga to his body, he or she becomes weaker and weaker. So that's why every religion has some austerities built up in their practices. Then there is cleanliness, that means purity. Cleanliness is having two divisions, one is internal and one more is external. For external cleanliness, every day one has to take bath, if possible with cold water. And then there is external cleanliness. Surprising to see in this age, many people, they don't take bath every day. Their food habits are so bad. They cannot go to the washroom every day. Somebody eats super refined food always, he will have no requirement to go to washroom also. No washroom, no water, no bath. Like a ghost, you can just move around. This is life. People don't have any external cleanliness. They put on the same dress for weeks together without any washing. And nowadays you have some cheap sprays are available, and that's it. You can go anywhere. So this is the external cleanliness. Then internal cleanliness. Now this is the most crucial point which nobody understands. The way there is a grass body, there is one more body inside, and that is called subtle body. That is also a body, and that requires cleanliness every day. The grass body accumulates gross dust. When we walk around, move around in our day-to-day life, it is accumulating so many contaminations. Similarly, the subtle body also accumulates dust, and it is a subtle dust. What is subtle body? There is mind, there is intelligence, and there is ego. In all these three directions, the subtle body is acquiring dust. Mind has a tendency to speculate. That is a dust. It is continuously wavering, sometimes accepting, sometimes rejecting. This is mind's nature. It thinks something is good and something is bad. These are all various dust that mind accumulates. It is like Prabhupada explains, in the villages, they take the cow dung and put it on the wall. They put a sequence of those circles. They want the cow dung to dry. And if, the mother goes on putting those pattis on the wall, you'll see the freshly put ones are wet and this side is dry. So Sometimes our minds will say that this is wet stool is not good, but dry stool is good. How? Actually both are stools only, but then mind has a tendency to say this is a good, this is bad. Bhadra, Bhadra. If you think in this world there is something good and something bad, you are actually in illusion. Then what is the truth? Everything is bad. How can something can be good in the matter? Krishna says this is dukkhalayam, but you have figured out, no, this is not dukkha, this is actually good. In Kali Yuga particularly, gambling will be given very big prominence. Gambling destroys the truthfulness. Anyway, we are coming to that. So, cleanliness, mind has these tendencies. It simply accepts that something is good, something is bad, not knowing what is the truth. Everything is dukkha here. That's what Krishna says. But the mind thinks, no, this is good, and something is bad. Prabhupada gives the example of Britishers' way of punishing the criminals. Sometimes they're taken to the water and is pushed inside the water, and is struggling for breathing, and then so immediately he is taken out. This is nice. And then the next moment again he is dipped inside. So the conditioned soul, the mind, it thinks the gap between these two sufferings as happiness. Otherwise, there is only dukkha here. Then intellectual dust means all theories, isms, all kinds of philosophies you will see people coming up with. This is the dust, intellectual dust. And then ego, a lot of ego, false ego interactions. So that is also dust. So subtle body is acquiring dust. And all the dust is based on I am this body. That's a very simple. Bodily concepts are called dust. Those concepts have to be purified. Like your body takes bath every day, subtle body requires the only solution to clean up the mind, to bring some purity, to reduce the agitation, to reduce the dissatisfaction or the lack of peace of mind. The only way is you have to systematically glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. This is the only solution. Glorification of Krishna is bathing the subtle body. Krishna is all pure, and if you continuously recognize Krishna, remain Krishna conscious, then the subtle body can become pure. Without this purity, mind is always agitated, dissatisfied. No good qualities are possible in such a person. Somebody is dissatisfied or doesn't have the mental, the equilibrium, the peace, then he is capable of doing anything. So that's why no good qualification. So people don't know who God is. Then how can they glorify? They don't even know who God is. And if you present here is the real God, they'll say, no, I have my own God. Or one step ahead, they'll say, I am God. I don't need any other God. I myself am God. Then where is the chance to purify our subtle body? And then how can we believe such people? So this is the problem. So Krishna Kirtana, Sankirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. This is the only mechanism to purify the mind. Cheto Darpanamajanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given his verdict. If at all you want to change the mental habits, mental purification you want, then the only way is simply glorify the Supreme Personality. Then cleanliness, then mercy. Mercy means respect for all living forms. In this world we see so many living forms, and every living form has a right to live at the expense of the Almighty Father. Every living form has a right to live. So one has to show mercy. He has to recognize that yes, there is a right for these living forms, and then we have to allow them to live. Who are you to kill them unnecessarily? God has given them the right to live at His own expense. Like a father, he maintains the entire family at his own expense. This world is created by the Lord. Krishna has given a chance to all living forms to do their respective functions and then go through their life. They have a right to live, and then a human being should not interfere. Sparing these animals as they are, for them to live on, this is mercy. Then comes truthfulness. Then in Kali Yuga, it is said, here it is mentioned that adharmena vyeti padena vardata. As adharma, part by part it is increasing. Dharma, the four whatever dimensions are there, decreasing step by step. In Kali Yuga, truthfulness is the only leg that is remaining, and even that will also be attacked by deceitful advertisements and propaganda of untruth. By propagating lies, they are trying to break even that one particular leg that is still hanging. This is the problem. In Kali Yuga, dharmas chatuspan manujan krute samanuvartate. In Kali Yuga, properly all these four are maintained. But towards the end of Kali Yuga, slowly things started deteriorating. People used to do a lot of austerities in Krute, Satya Yuga, and by the end of that Yuga, austerities have come down. Then there is cleanliness, Treta Yuga. By the end of that age, even that has diminished. Then mercy, Dwapara Yuga, by the end it is reduced. Now here, truthfulness is there, but as the Kali Yuga progresses, it will be minimized. Like last November, there was a breaking news about ChatGPT, and everywhere, any newspaper, news channel, this, that, everywhere there is advertisement. ChatGPT and artificial intelligence, and everybody got excited. They have got billions of people subscribed to that particular program, and of course there are discussions whether it will help or not help. Obviously there is a lot of advertisement. It is going to help you. There won't be any problem. Artificial intelligence is actually good for mankind, and some experts will come and say it is very good. And then some heroes and whatever heroines will come and say, yes, I am using this artificial intelligence. Do you? And we will say, yeah, we also have to. Like that you will see. This is called propaganda. Recently there was one news, of course this nobody will promote. The ChatGPT costs 5.8 crores every day to maintain that system. 5.8 crores. So they are saying the founder doesn't have enough money, and by next year he may go bankrupt. Bankrupt means no money to run. He has big idea, but there is no money to run. His initial followers, already some 15% came down. They understood what is this artificial intelligence. Excitement is coming down. Slowly things are, this nobody is talking about. Still you will see. One side, people who are for truth, they will be saying all this. People who want to hide all this truth, they will be promoting in a different way. Ultimately, we don't know what is the actual truth. Real chat GPT is good or bad? Cannot. Some say yes, some say no. Everybody lives on mental platform. What is the truth? Nobody knows. For example, mobile also. There's so many dangerous things are there with mobile, but nobody knows. It's all covered up. Truth is covered up by propaganda, by investing in hundreds and thousands of crores. Like there is one group which is saying there is a climate change in this world. There's something going wrong and we all have to take some steps. The hurricanes are becoming more and more worst. They're becoming tivra, very intense, and unusual rains, unusual famine. And the other day in Hawaii, there is a big forest fire. And one of the islands which is considered to be heaven on the earth, completely burnt. More than 100 people died. During Prabhupada's time, of course, Prabhupada went there many times. So they are saying all this is because of climate change. Now recently there is one channel and book and everything was released in America, and it says climate change understood, complete truth for children and families. They released one book. There it says no, actually this climate change is initially they used to say no, there is no climate change, it has always been like this. But nowadays what they are saying is there is climate change, but only little change. They are saying this much change is there which is not there, only little change. Like that. This is called propaganda. By propaganda and deceit, they are trying to promote something. Unfortunately, in Guru Tattva also, there is one group which promotes that yes, they are all Diksha Gurus only, but diminished, chota. Because Diksha Guru means we will immediately quote Prabhupada and say he can never fall down, he should be on the platform of Narada Muni. Then they'll say, no. We are Chutuku Diksha Gurus. We are Diksha Gurus only. We don't want to give up the title. But our Gurus can fall down. This is their philosophy. Gurus can fall down. Now what is there? See, they minimize. One way to distort the truth is to minimize. The severity, you minimize. Slowly you preach one more doctrine that Diksha Gurus can fall down. How can you say, look at Lord Brahma, look at this, look at that? So, by twisting the truth to suit their purpose, they try to manage their empire. In Kali Yuga, this will be the scenario. One has to struggle to get the truth. Although that is still remaining, some truth is still remaining in this world. So that is the only solution is propagating systematically the glorification of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Bhagavad Dharma is simply glorification of Krishna. So if this movement grows and then spreads all over the world, Bhagavad Dharma, then automatically these four qualities, these four dimensions will again come back. For example, devotees, very happily they do fasting on Ekadashi days, on festival days, austerity. They get up early in the morning, 3:30, 4, 4:30, whatever. They get up early in the morning. It is unbelievable for outsiders. They go to bed by 3, 2:33, and we are waking up that. You can see what a tapas the devotees they are able to do. Previously, we were also like that only. We were also like that only. In the, sleeping late night and then getting up at 10, if possible 12, because of hunger. And then, so that's the austerity. And then devotees are merciful. You see how much they distribute knowledge, distribute prasad. That is mercy of compassion of Srila Prabhupada that they have taken up, and they are doing all this. And then clean, yes, they always glorify Krishna, they take bath, they're very clean. And then truthfulness, we speak from Bhagavatam, which is pure truth, complete truth, 100% truth. We try to follow what Srila Prabhupada has given. Anybody who follows Prabhupada's words, he believes in his words, then he will be fixed in truth. Unfortunately, some people in this so-called this guru camp, they think that Prabhupada made some mistakes. Actually, such people can never advance. If somebody thinks that my guru can make mistakes, he can fall. Anyway, slightly better, he is doing some sadhana. He told me some good things in the beginning, so he is my Diksha Guru. He is actually a compromised life. One should think, my Guru should be a pure devotee. And his every word, I can take it happily. And then I can be fixed in his words. If he doesn't have that confidence, he should reject that Guru and come back to Prabhupada. This is the only solution. So Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
హరే కృష్ణ మరో అపురూప కానుక హరే కృష్ణవాణి ఆధ్యాత్మిక మాసపత్రిక. ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా కూడా సులభంగా పత్రికలు చదువుకునే సౌకర్యం, వార్షిక సభ్యత్వం, భగవద్గీత, భాగవత ప్రవచనాలు, స్ఫూర్తి సందేశాలు, ఇంకా మరెన్నో సదుపాయాలతో హరే కృష్ణవాణి మొబైల్ యాప్ నేడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. మరిన్ని వివరాల కోసం కాల్ చేయండి 9133107777.